400 years of slavery, of oppression, of affliction has finally ended.
Oh, you can hear those stories if you want to, but not if you come this way. We talk about America and the truth about how we born.
And these are just things that will help you to be successful in life if you hold on to it.
And that is the strongest culture in the United States.
In the very beginning, the plan was Charleston, that new world, take Charleston, and we need the 33rd parallel. So in the very beginning, King Charles put a land grant on the space that he wanted. They could have taken the whole country, but they said, we don't need it. All we need is the 33rd parallel, from Charleston to California. And ain't nobody paying no attention. So we're driving through Charleston now, check this out. All you see is money, the wealth. They call this area Little Jerusalem, the Jewish district. Only Jewish people allowed to have businesses on King Street.
Wow.
Only. And we are going, when we cross Broad Street, we are going to the Battery. So if we were to go drive backwards on King Street, it'll take you to Boston, Massachusetts. But driving east, and we're going to take us to the end, it's going to end at the Battery. The Battery. The Battery. The Battery is where black, you're not welcomed on the Battery. You can drive through and admire, you can gawk and dream about these houses, but you can't live in none of them. You cannot own nothing. You can't afford it anyway. Well, if you can't afford it, you can't live here. You can only live north of Broad. We're going south of Broad Street. Look at the money now. And this is where billionaires come to live, billionaires. And we don't got no more spaces, so we need some more land. Where we have some expandable land is the projects. Anything the city owns, they can do what they want with it.
Yeah, gentrification.
Yeah.
The projects. So see what you're seeing now. All of the dots that you left as Hansel and Gretel, that's your fairy tale. All of the dots are about to connect. Hansel and Gretel was at home safe. And understand that home is in Galatians 4:26.
That's right.
That's the motherland, which is Jerusalem. And God said Jerusalem is the motherland. But you were told that Africa is your mama. Well, listen to what Africa told you. Because she said she was going to devour you and eat you up and put you in her stomach. Hansel and Gretel was at home safe. And the stepmother, not the mama, the stepmother said, this is Broad Street, y'all. We're about to cross Broad Street. The most beautiful, the most richest, it's paradise for white people now. Two black people holding hands looking so nice. You can walk through and you can always look. But you can't own nothing now. We built everything, you built everything. You don't own nothing back here. Hansel and Gretel was at home safe. And the stepmother said, I'm going to eat those kids and put them in my belly. Led the kids away from home on a long journey in her belly. And then when she got to where she wanted, they were lost. They don't know how to get back home. But who was taken away from their homes in the belly of the ships?
We were.
And we still don't know where home is. And back in the days, the order said no white men to be on a scaffold. Anybody doing this work is going to be black. You were the master builders. You were the architects. You never see no white people doing no kind of hard work. You did everything. That's why you invented everything.
That's right.
You did all the work. Look at this now. This is King Street, and we're going dead end at the Battery, and the Battery dead ends at the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. You heard about the triangle slave trade from West Africa to the islands and then to Charleston, but you also know that the shortest distance from one point to another is a straight line. So from Charleston, if you just float backwards, you can run into Elmina Castle, the door of no return. King Street. And one of our most popular stories is the Mother Emanuel Church shooting. You heard about that?
Yes.
When Dylan Roof went into the church and murdered everybody.
Right.
Check this out, y'all. His name is John C. Calhoun. John C. Calhoun, the wicked man. July 17, 1822. July 17, 1822, he went into Mother Emanuel Church because of what Denmark, Vesey, and Gullah Geechee was teaching. They were teaching that they were Hebrews.
Right.
You can't do that. when they found that out, this man hung 36 black men on Ashley Avenue, hung them on a tree, July 17, 1822. And then, July 17, 2015, he returned to the same church. Look at this, y'all. Look at this.
Wow. That's crazy.
Dylan Roof, on the same day, came to the same church, speaking the same words
Right.
he had said. The same words.
Look like
They're raping our ladies and they're killing our men. That's what he said. And then he murdered us. Fired 33 rounds of fire, was charged with 33 federal charges. What do you think this white man saying on his KKK tour? The old South, that's the Klan's people. What do you think he's saying about slavery to these white people? When he came to kill us from Mother Emanuel Church, the famous house that don't know black people see, but all of the white people always come to take pictures because they talk about our history. Speak of the devil. Look at this. This is the Denmark BZ story that we don't never hear about. This is one of the homes that all of the white people come and see that we don't know nothing about. Our history now, they tell our history. What you laughing at? This is your history. When he said, when they came into the church, they heard us, Denmark BZ and Gullah Jack was teaching this verse from the Bible. Mother Emanuel now. This is the mild group house. We're going to talk about this now. Every house had this gate on it. They said these black people coming to kill you and they're going to rape your lady. So they put this gate on every house. We're going to get out and we're going to really see this. But before we get out, I want you to hear what happened in the church. Mother Emanuel Church, started by Morris Brown, Denmark BZ, and Gullah Jack. In that church. Now before, we always had overseers to watch over us, an overseer.
Right.
So if you were in church teaching, you got somebody watching you now. Check it out. Where we at? Where we at? Overseer. Do you see the overseer? Anybody? It's always going to be there. Mother Emanuel Church, the church was originally named African Methodist Episcopal Church. The African church. It can't be Hebrews. We changed the name later to Emmanuel, which is the Hebrew name. Oh, look at this. See, being these characters, they all hate me, I hate them, because all they do is lie on our history land. Anyway, all right. And he talking about this house. I know what they're saying about this house. All they're going to do is, all right. Inside the church, Mother Emanuel, the Mother Emanuel Church, then Mark Beasley was teaching us this verse. He said, Moses told us this was going to happen, and now we are here. We're not Africans. Moses said we were going to come on ships, and how did we get here on ships? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 through 15 is the blessings. If you keep the blessings, if you keep the promise, the word is yours. But if you break these laws, these curses are yours. The last verse, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. When Moses brought the Israelites out of slavery, after he came out, he said, if you promise to keep these laws, the world is yours. But if you break these laws, these curses are yours. And in the future, you're going to go back. If you break these laws in the future, you're going back into slavery. Egypt is a code word for slavery.
That's right.
Yes.
And even that word Egypt is a Hebrew word for Mizraim, which means bondage. It said he delivered them out of the house of bondage. So when you deliver people out, you tell them if they give them a commandment, if they break it, say you're going back into the house of bondage.
Back again, that's correct. Again. So very good. Thank you, Ken, for that. Thank you for that. And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again. You just walked out, but this time in the future, you're going to go back into slavery again, but this time
with ships.
This time ships going to take you. This is what Moses said now, and Denmark BZ, Morris Brown, Gullah Jack, in that church was teaching this verse in the church with no overseer. They had built the church with their own time and money, slaves and free blacks with their own time and money. They built this building for us to worship. And this is what we're teaching. Ships is going to take you back into slavery this time. And then, by the way whereof I speak unto thee, you ain't going to see it no more again. You ain't going to see your homeland no more again. Where's African American at on the map? They don't exist. Where is black on the map? No, it don't exist. Boy, I tell you, boy. Oh my God. They focus on, all right. By the way, and the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships by the way whereof I speak unto thee. You ain't gonna see it no more again. And here in Charleston, you are going to be sold as your enemies. You are going to be sold
Unto
your enemies for slave man and slave woman, and ain't no man gonna buy you. Hebrew says no man is gonna redeem you. No man is gonna redeem you. Redeem in Hebrew. The word for redemption in Hebrew, Jesus spoke Hebrew. The word for redemption is the law. Nobody's gonna gullah you. Gullah. Burden in Hebrew, that's the Hebrew word. It means master is a Hebrew word for burden. Hebrew for burden. So for teaching that verse, he said, they coming. For teaching that verse, we gonna kill these blacks, but we can't let them know why we killing them. So we gonna say they're gonna rape everybody. We're not gonna say that they're teaching that they're Hebrew, because everybody will know the secret. You can't know that secret. So they spread a lie. And these days, now I want you to, when you step out, I want you to see what you not gonna understand until I tell you, because all these devils do is lie. Charleston was only created for one reason. Look at, I want y'all to see this thing right here. See this? What is that right there? This right here, in the front of a super mansion house. Everybody look at that, because that is where they sold us at. When y'all step out, watch your step and bring your cameras.
I'll bring y'all coming with it.
The truth about the Gullah Geechee people.
Gullah is something that, in my mind, exists before the institution of slavery.
You know, I would definitely like to see black people better represented in Charleston, South Carolina.
And in our history, it's full of bad things.
So when we bury someone, we acknowledge the king.